Good morning, everybody, and a very warm welcome to the second webinar we have today in our Lynx webinar series. My name is Martin Kaltenböck. I'm co-founder and CFO of the Semantic Web Company, located here in Vienna in Austria. And I'm together with Elena Montiel, who is the project lead of the Lynx project. And today we have a very interesting agenda in place. So we will have a very short introduction by Elena after my super short intro. And then we will have an introduction to the Lynx project. And then we will have our 3 pilot cases, our use cases that you see on the slides at the moment. So we will start with geothermal energy compliance by DNV.GL, presented by Peter Verhoeven, who is senior consultant of DNV.GL. We will then go ahead with contract analysis pilot by Cybly, presented by Christian Sargeder, who is the managing director at Cybly, an Austrian startup and legal tech company. And the third one is a labor law pilot that will be presented by Cuatrecasas, by Pascual Boyle, who is consultancy and applications director at Cuatrecasas, and Elsa Gomez, who is ECM applications responsible at Cuatrecasas. And at the very end, we will have a question and answering session. So feel free during the whole webinar, please. You have a chat in your panel of GoToMeeting. Just put in your questions when they appear. When you have some, just put them into the chat. We will collect them, we will put them together, and then we will open up the panel at the very end and ask the questions or put the questions to our panelists. Just 2 administrative information. So this webinar is being recorded, and we will provide the recording and the slides in the coming days after the webinar. So if you're interested to take a look at the slides, if you want to share the recordings, we will send it out to you. Just make use of them. Thank you very much. I'll hand over to you, Elena. Good morning, and the floor is yours, and I go into the next slide.
Okay, thank you so much, Martin, for such a nice welcome. So it is also my absolute pleasure to welcome you to webinar 2 of this webinar series that the Lynx Consortium has organized to share with you some of the main achievements of the project. I will start by giving some basic info about the project. Yes, Lynx is an innovation action funded by the European Union under the Horizon 2020 framework program. And the topic Big Data PPP, public-private partnership, cross-sectorial and cross-lingual data integration and experimentation, which basically means that Lynx is also part of the projects under the umbrella of the Big Data Value Association. Its initial duration was 36 months, now has been extended due to the COVID pandemic, and the project will come to an end on the 31st of March. There you also can see the estimated project costs, contribution by the EU, and our project officers. Next, please, Martin. Thank you. So who are we? As you can see in this map, most institutions are located in Europe, and one of our partners is an Israeli company, K-Dictionaries, a dictionary data provider. Then we have 3 universities in the consortium, UPM, Universidad Politécnica de Madrid, coordinators of the project, University of Zaragoza, and the Autonomous University of Barcelona. And also from Barcelona is our international law firm Cuatrecasas, as Martin just mentioned, one of the business cases of the project, and you'll hear more about them in a minute. Then from the Netherlands, another business case of the project, the industrial certification company DNV.GL. Also, you will get some more details about them. Then we have DFKI, the German Research Center for Artificial Intelligence. From Latvia, the language technology company Tilde, specialized in machine translation, language technologies in general. And then 2 Austrian companies. You have also heard about them, Cybly, a legal tech company, and the 3rd business case of the Lynx project, and Semantic Web Company, provider of semantic technologies. And finally, Alpenite, an Italian system integrator company. So 11 partners on the whole. Yes, so what have we tried to achieve with this project? Well, broadly speaking, the main objective of Lynx was to overcome the difficulties that companies in Europe face when engaging in trade abroad, right? When trying to localize their products or services to other countries, in which obviously legislation and regulations are different, yeah. All these regulations and legislation are published by, well, different institutions in different languages according to different criteria and formats. So therefore the difficulties. Okay, next one. So our efforts have been devoted to create an ecosystem of smart cloud services to better manage compliance. So this ecosystem of services is based on a knowledge graph that integrates and links heterogeneous compliance data sources, including legislation, case law, standards, private documents from companies, all of these across languages and jurisdictions. Next one, please. Yes, and here we come, the real actors of today's webinars, our pilots. Yes, so in order to showcase how Lynx services can be orchestrated with different purposes, we present the three Lynx pilots about geothermal energy, labor law, analysis of contracts. And without further ado, I'll hand over to my colleagues so that you get more information, more details about these three pilots.